It's classic racers, which is probably the most expensive category, but let's go. Starting with the 1965 Alfa Romeo Giulia TZ2, which costs 1,000,000 credits. It starts at C573, is rear-wheel drive with an engine at the front, has a 5.7 in speed, 5.6 in handling, 7.6 in acceleration, 6.9 in launch, and 4.9 in braking. Next is the 1968 Alfa Romeo 33 Stradale, which is probably the most expensive car in the game, costing 10,000,000 credits. Has a B, or it starts at B648, is rear-wheel drive with an engine in the middle, has a 6.4 in speed, 6 in handling, 8.3 in acceleration, 8 in launch, and 6.1 in braking. Really, what you can hope for with this car is that it shows up in a wheel spin at some point, which I don't think I've ever seen it, but that's really what you can hope for, because it's really too expensive. Anyways, the 1957 Ferrari 250 Testarossa, which literally costs the same amount as the other one, at 10,000,000 credits, which I might have actually seen this one before. I've never seen this one in a wheel spin, so you know, again, you can hope, but it may not happen. It starts at B673. It's rear-wheel drive with an engine at the front. It wow. It has a 6.5 in speed, 6.1 in handling, 7.8 in acceleration, 6.9 in launch, and 4.2 in braking. Ow! Ever since I injured myself, I've just, I don't even know what to do anymore. The 1953 Ferrari 500 Mondial. Okay. It costs 1,000,000 credits, starts at C527, is rear-wheel drive with an engine at the front, has a 5.4 in speed, 5.2 in handling, a 6.8 in acceleration, a 5.6 in launch, and 4.3 in braking. And the 1962 Ferrari 250 GTO. Again, costs 10,000,000 credits. Starts at B660, is rear-wheel drive with an engine at the front, and has 6.5 in speed, 6.2 in handling, 7.6 in acceleration, 6.7 in launch, and a 4.3 in braking. Next, the 1967 Ferrari 330, okay, let's start again. The 1967 Ferrari 330P4, which costs 2.3 million credits. Starts at A765, is rear-wheel drive with an engine in the middle. Has a 7.3 in speed, 6.8 in handling, 8.5 in acceleration, 8 in launch, and 6 in braking. And next, the 1963 Ferrari 250 LM, which, again, 10,000,000 credits. It starts at B638, is rear-wheel drive with an engine in the middle. It has a 6.7 in speed, 5.9 in handling, 7.8 in acceleration, 6.4 in launch, and 6.2 in braking. Now, the first one of this set, or of the classic racers that you can't find in the store, the 1948 Ferrari 166mm Barchetta, which is a barn find. And if you can manage to buy it somewhere, which I don't know how you'd manage to do that, but if you could, it would cost 6.5 million credits. Although nobody's really looking for one, so you could probably find one for, whatever the minimum auction price is on the auction house. Because I've been trying to sell one for basically since I've gotten it, and it hasn't sold. So, it starts at C514, is rear-wheel drive with probably an engine at the front, has a speed of 5, a handling of 5, an acceleration of 7.3, a launch of 6.7, and braking of 4.4. Next is the 1969 Fiat Dino 2.4 Coupe, which costs 60,000 credits. Starts at D336. Is rear-wheel drive with an engine at the front. Has a 4.9 in speed, a 4 in handling, a 6.2 in acceleration, a 6.4 in launch, and a 3 in braking. Next is the 1966 Ford Lotus Cortina, which costs 50,000 credits. Starts at D317. Is rear-wheel drive with an engine at the front. Has a 4.2 in speed, 4.1 in handling, 5.8 in acceleration, 6.3 in launch, and 3.1 in braking. Next is the 1966 Ford GT40 Mark II, which costs 3.3 million credits. It starts at A773, is rear-wheel drive with an engine in the middle, has a 7.4 in speed, 6.9 in handling, and 8.5 in acceleration, 7.4 in launch, and 6.2 in braking. Next is the 1956 Jaguar D-Type, which costs 2.7 million, starts at B672, is rear-wheel drive with an engine at the front, has has a 5.8 in speed, a 6.3 in handling, a 7.6 in acceleration, a 6.7 in launch, and a 4.2 in braking. Wow. Okay. Next, another car. Actually, another barn find. The 1959 Jaguar Mark II 3.8, which costs 80,000 credits if you can manage to buy it. Because it's a barn find, I did say that. Starts at D278, is rear-wheel drive, and probably front engine. Has a speed of 4.7, a handling of 3.8, an acceleration of 5.7, a launch of 5.7, and braking of 3. Next, the 1969 Lola No. 6 Penske Sunoco T70 Mark III B, which costs 850,000 credits if you can manage to buy it, but you can't because it's not available in the store. And it starts at S1837, is rear-wheel drive, and probably mid-engined, has a speed of 7, handling of 7.5, acceleration of 8.9, a launch of 8.5, and a braking of 7.3. Next is the 1957 Maserati 300S, which costs 1.9 million credits. It starts at B671, is rear-wheel drive with an engine at the front, is at 5.6 in speed, 6.3 in handling, 7.7 in acceleration, 6.9 in launch, and 4.4 in braking. And next is the 1961 Maserati TIPO 61 BIRDCAGE, because whatever, which costs 2.4 million credits. It starts at A704, it's rear-wheel drive with an engine at the front, has a 6.6 in speed, 6.3 in handling, 8 in acceleration, 7.1 in launch, and 5.7 in braking. Next up is the 1967 Mercedes-Benz 280 SL, which costs 115,000 credits. Starts at D309, is rear-wheel drive with an engine at the front, has a 4.8 in speed, 3.9 in handling, 6.1 in acceleration, 6.1 in launch, and 3 in braking. There's also the 1972 Mercedes-Benz 300 SEL 6.3, which costs 35,000 credits if you could manage to buy it, but you can't, which I don't remember why, but I think it's just, it's not available in the store. It starts at C545. It's rear-wheel drive with an engine at the front. Probably has a speed of 5.8, handling of 5.4, acceleration of 6.5, a launch of 6.6, and braking of 4.5. Next is the 1955 Porsche 550 SPYDER, which costs 600,000 credits. His C starts at C522. His rear-wheel drive with an engine in the middle. Has 5.2 in speed, 5.3 in handling, 6.2 in acceleration, 6.5 in launch, 4.4 and 4.4 in braking. Next is the 1960 Porsche 718 RS60, which costs 1,000,000 credits. It starts at B684. It's rear-wheel drive, has an engine in the middle. Has a 5.7 in speed, 6.7 in handling, 7.8 in acceleration, 7.5 in launch, and 5 in braking. And the final classic racer is the 1965 Shelby Cobra Daytona Coupe, which costs 8,000,000 credits. Starts at A706, is rear-wheel drive with an engine in the front. Has a 6.9 in speed, 6.4 in handling, 7.9 in acceleration, 6.9 in launch, and 5.2 in braking. And that's it for classic racers. Next time it's cult classics. So, yeah, that'll be quite interesting. Yeah.